and meet Viola and Glenn, who have their own heartwarming story. I love this story. It's a miracle story to share with us about their dog, Muggsy. What happened?
Well, just over a year ago, Muggsy, I guess, got hit by a car. He was way down the driveway, and I was out at the clothesline. I heard him yelping, and I ran down to the road and found him crawling up the driveway. He was all covered in blood and looked real bad. And I picked him up and started running up to the house with him, and he died. And I had a 3- and 4-year-old child at home, and they were real attached to the dog. I didn't want them to see him like that. So I took him up the corner of the yard real quick, and I buried him. I guess it happened within 10 minutes after he got hit by the car that I buried him.
Did y'all have a little burial ceremony thing?
Well, no, not then. I was really shook up and upset, and...
Because how long had Muggsy been in the family?
A couple of years.
A couple of years.
And everybody loves Muggsy. I mean, he's just a real special dog.
Any dog owners here? Oh, yeah. You all understand. I have 5 dogs, so that's why I love the story. Go ahead.
So I was real upset, so I buried him quick, and then I didn't even tell the children. I didn't have the nerve to tell the children until like 7 o'clock that night.
The Muggsy was dead.
Muggsy was dead. I told them, and they wanted to go up and see the grave. I took them up, showed them the grave, and my daughter, Megan, who was 4, wanted me to put a cross on the grave, and I told her, you know, we would do that tomorrow.
This is a picture of everybody at Muggsy's grave.
And Viola came home from work at 9 o'clock that night, and I told her. She went up to the grave. Of course, Muggsy was still dead and buried at that time. And it was 5:30 the next morning. I wake up to a scratching at the door. I get up, I go to the back door, pull the shade back, and Muggsy's tail was wagging away.
So, Viola, did you think it was the ghost of Muggsy?
No, I didn't believe him. He came in, he woke me up, and he said, "You'll never guess who's here, Muggsy." And I said, "There's no way, you're dreaming. Go back to sleep. It's over, babe. Muggsy's gone." "No, I swear, listen to his jingle." Muggsy jingles when he walks because of his tags and choker. And he said, "It is Muggsy." I said, "Glenn, you had to have buried the wrong dog. You heard the screech of the brakes, you heard the yelp, you saw the small black and white dog covered in blood, and you buried the wrong dog." And he said, "There's no way." I didn't. Muggsy laid there. I saw his tags. It was Muggsy that I buried. And I said, "Well, go up to the grave and see if it's dug up." And he said, "No, it's not daylight. I'm not going up there."
Because it could have been the ghost of Muggsy.
So as soon as daylight came, I put on my slippers and robe and went up there, and it was dug up.
So what had happened? Kelly, bring Muggsy out. There's Muggsy! There's Muggsy! Muggsy, there's Mom and Dad. So what had happened? He dug himself out of the grave?
The veterinarian said that probably after 6 hours, he actually dug his way out, and that his heart rate and everything was just so slow that it was not obvious that he was alive, that he had no vital signs, and that he probably came out shortly after I went up there, and that after he came out, because of lack of oxygen, and where we buried him was pretty far from the back door, so he probably just slept until 5:30 in the morning, probably shortly after 6 hours, and just came scratching at the door.
That was great.